Onward!
It's showtime. Let's kick some ass.
All your base are belong to us.
Come here!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Three Hit Combo Podcast, the world's only podcast that still hasn't found a third host. My name is Matt, and I'm here with Andy. What's up, Andy?
Not much. Yeah, we need to get on that.
We need a third host. We're kind of just sitting here like, I have noticed something. We get the podcast started a lot sooner.
Yeah, because we're not.
We don't have a third person.
Bullshit.
So, you and I just talk for a moment, and then, hey, well, how about we start this podcast?
Let's get this done with. So,
it is nice that it does happen a lot quicker.
This episode should just be Andy and Matt have a chat.
An intimate evening with Matt and Andy.
Yeah, it's just us talking to each other. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you feeling?
Good. I was sick for about a week. That was fun.
Yeah, I was here on the beginning of it.
Yeah, Sunday to Sunday, pretty much. Today's the first day I actually felt really good. I'm still a little stuffed up.
Are you going back to work tomorrow then?
Yeah.
All right. You said you worked once this week, right? When'd you
yeah,
work?
I opened on Thursday because I couldn't find anyone to open.
Oh, okay.
So instead of working the 40 hours I scheduled myself, I worked 4.
Hey, at least you got most rest.
Yeah, I did.
Get a lot of Halo in then?
I did on Monday was the worst day. I felt terrible on Monday. Tuesday I actually felt pretty good. So I played a lot of Halo. And then Wednesday I felt like shit again. And I was like, ooh, maybe I should actually sleep.
Not play Halo.
Maybe not play Halo because the whole time I was playing Halo I was tired as shit. Because your body's telling you fucking sleep.
Yeah.
You're sick. So yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, and most of Friday I didn't feel very good. So I played a lot of Halo on Tuesday. I played a little bit on Wednesday. I didn't play at all on Thursday. Then Friday night I started playing some again.
Nice. How is it?
It's fun. It's a lot faster in multiplayer.
Did they?
There's always something going on.
Well, that's good.
Which is pretty cool. It just seems a little... It's kind of a weird thing to say, but it almost feels like... I don't know. Like something's missing from it because it's so fast. It's just like...
Maybe.
Because
Halo has always been a little on the slower side.
Yeah, I feel like I lose a little bit of the immersion that it had before. Just because something's always happening.
Is it still gripping, though, the multiplayer? I know that, Halo 3, I loved the multiplayer because it was so, it held you.
It is fun.
All right.
It is quite a bit fun to play. The ordinances are fun, after you get so many kills or so many points, I guess you can get, assists and stuff like that as well. But
so perks?
You do have some perks. The current perks I use right now are Dexterity, which kind of just steadies your aim a little bit. And then the other one I use is Shielding, which helps your shields come back faster.
Nice.
One's a tactical package, and then there's a support upgrade.
Oh, nice.
And then you also have an armor loadout, and I usually use Hologram because people really fall hard for the Hologram.
Really?
Yeah, I'll send it one way, they'll follow it, then I'll follow them.
Oh.
But the other one I use is Promethean Vision, which kind of scans the battlefield. It turns almost to an infrared vision.
Oh.
But you could see people.
Nice. Is it handy?
Like that. It is pretty handy. That's pretty sweet.
What level are you?
26.
Sweet.
But there's been some major problems with it. The night it came out, the servers were constantly down.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, and then...
I guess that's what I saw.
And then Stefan had a big problem with... after the servers were fine, most people were doing good. There was a certain group of people that when the game would start and you go into the loading screen just before the game starts, shows you the UNSC logo and everything, it would freeze and then they'd get kicked out to the main menu. Stefan was getting so upset to the point where he actually talked about taking Halo 4 back and getting Black Ops 2.
That seems extreme. Give him some time. It's just probably...
It does seem a little extreme, but at the same point, he was just he's like, they haven't said a damn thing about it. They aren't acknowledging this problem at all. It keeps happening. I can't play the game I bought. Yeah. He's like, they fixed one issue and they just let the other issue... And he still gets it from time to time.
They're probably working on it. It just came out. Assassin's Creed 3. Jesus God, that game is glitchy.
Is it?
Yeah, and they keep every once in a while. I guess not every once in a while. About once a week, there's a new patch that fixes things. I'm patient.
Yeah.
Though I also don't have time for shit, so it doesn't really bother me that much.
Even though I like Halo, I almost kind of feel like maybe I'll see what Black Ops 2 has to offer.
Oh, I loved Black Ops
'Cause
1.
I had a lot of fun with Black Ops 1, and I feel like the last time, I can actually pinpoint the last time I had insane fun playing a video game is Black Ops 1. Me, Stefan, and Tyler played it for about 12 hours. It was fun. And then I thought, oh, dude, when Halo comes out, everyone's going to be on, we're going to have a blast. And then I'm in a room with like 7 other people. I'm just like, this is fun, but I don't think I'm having a blast.
I think Treyarch, that's how I pronounce it.
The Treyarch, I believe that's what it is.
I think they've stepped up over Infinity Ward.
I think so, too.
Yeah, because Black Ops 1 was phenomenal.
Did Treyarch make World at War?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the one I was like...
It was decent. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, I kind of looked at that like, oh, Treyarch's the black sheep of the Call of Duty franchise, and then they made Black Ops. You're like, oh,
yeah,
oh, Treyarch.
Yeah, it's like they stepped their game up. But yeah, I'm actually pretty excited for Black Ops 2. I think I might go out and pre-order it this next coming week.
It comes out next week, doesn't it?
Oh, does it? All right, well then
or
I'll
is
just
it
buy
2 weeks? It might be 2 weeks.
But yeah, I'm excited. I don't know. I'm really into buying the if you buy like the pack to get all the DLC, like this, I guess they call them season passes. I'm really into that because I think it's a good deal.
It is.
Like I have the season pass for Borderlands. I just bought premium actually for Battlefield 3. Not too pleased with that actually.
Yeah, I usually shy away from it because a lot of games I don't end up playing long enough to get the
See,
for some reason I didn't buy it for Halo 4, but I probably should.
Yeah, I can see you get some lifespan out of that,
especially because they've already announced the map packs and when they're going to come out.
Oh really?
Yeah,
all of them?
One in December, one in February, and one in April or something like that.
I knew I was going to get it with Borderlands 2 because I love that game, and the first games, all their DLC was phenomenal. So, and it's all single player DLC too. So that's why I was like, yeah, I'm down for this.
That's cool. The Halo 4 campaign, really good. You do see a newer side of Master Chief, but
is he more connectable? I guess.
Yeah, he's more connectable. They say you explore his humanity, which I don't think you really do, but. He's more than just Master Chief. Like, he's more than one-liner Master Chief. He's more than give the Covenant back their bomb. Or what are you doing on that ship? Sir, finishing this fight. He's more than that.
Master Chief's kind of like Duke Nukem, just one-liners.
Yeah, in a way, that's what he was like. And you do see a newer side of Chief, and there are parts in the campaign where Chief's vulnerable, which you haven't really seen before. The Didact, which is the main enemy in Halo 4, is actually a lot stronger than Chief.
Oh.
To the point where he was basically throwing Chief around.
I was going to be like, it's his father.
So that was kind of different to seeing Chief perceived as weaker than his opponent.
Yeah, he's always like kind of Duke Nukem, just kicking ass.
Yeah, and which is kind of cool because it's almost like it's like a basic part of storytelling. You know, if the antagonist isn't perceived as stronger than the protagonist, there's nothing to overcome, and therefore there's not a lot of drama there. Which is kind of the fault of a lot of the other Halo games, was Master Chief was just a wrecking machine. And you could throw him into pretty much any situation, he came out on top. But there was a lot of times here where you're like, shit, I don't know.
Would that be crazy? Just Halo 5. Oh, he died! Whoa!
What are we going to do for Halo 6? This is the start of a new trilogy.
It's his son.
Oh. Kind of cool. If you beat it on Legendary, you get to see his eyes. So you don't get to see his face, but you get to see his eyes.
Have you beat it on Legendary?
Yeah. Oh. Which is a little disappointing. It took us 5 hours.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
How many?
Four of us. Four of us in Legendary. It took us just over 5 hours. Yeah. It's good, but it's short.
The single player by itself is just about 5 hours.
The single player by itself, we played on Legendary, 4 of us, 5 hours.
Wow. Did you skip all the videos?
No.
Whoa!
We didn't skip a single video.
Whoa, that's short nowadays.
It's short. It's really short. And some people were saying, like, oh, the campaign's around, they say 8 hours, but they played it by themselves, which I would assume is longer, mostly because if you die, you go back to the checkpoint, whereas when you're playing with 4 people, if you die, you basically respawn as long as the person you're respawning on.
Still, 8 hours is kind of short.
Dead. Yeah, it is short, and the thing is, we played 4 of us Legendary Halo Reach when it came out, and I think it took us about 9 hours,
Alright.
which is a little bit
5 hours?
longer, but yeah, it took us about 5 hours.
Dude, it took us 5 hours in fucking Marvel Ultimate Alliance to do like half the game.
Dude, Marvel Ultimate Alliance was awesome.
Yeah.
Ultimate Alliance 2 kind of sucked.
That's what I heard. I heard it was just me.
Yeah, I pre-ordered that game. I got it, and not only did I get it, but I waited till the weekend to actually play it because I wanted to get everyone together so we could, do 4 players.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that good. But yeah, Halo campaign's short.
Huh. Well, I guess I mean the big draw of Halo though is the multiplayer. So I mean,
It is, and a lot of people said, "Oh, Halo was never for single player," and I say, well, if you're not paying attention, because when I started playing through, I played Halo Wars through Halo 3 chronological order through October, and pretty much just through October before Halo 4 came out. And I actually took the time to pay attention to it. The story's pretty good. It's not fantastic, and Chief is one-liners and wrecking. But they're pretty good, and so I was excited to see this one. I think campaign-wise, it might be the best one. I still think Halo Reach is pretty good, even though I didn't like Halo Reach as much as any of the other games overall. I thought the campaign was pretty good. Halo 4 might be the best. The only knocks on is it's short, and they kind of make Cortana a little whiny. But I get it. She's deteriorating as an AI. She's going into rampancy, which means she's a crazy bitch. But
she's like, don't look at her. Why are you looking at her?
yeah, it's just like I don't know. She got really whiny. It seemed like because she was supposed to slip in from being normal to being crazy, and it seemed like she went from whiny to yelling to whiny to yelling to whiny.
So you think 343 did a good job then?
I think they did a good job. I've noticed this. I don't think 343 is as cool as Bungie. And it was weird because Bungie was always really cool. They always had fun with people. 343 does say at the end when you beat it, like, thank you for trusting us with your franchise, which I think they did a good job. But I've just noticed that, like something like not acknowledging some of the problems that people were having when the game came out. 343 didn't really do much acknowledging of that. Also, I saw a picture online of a guy who reviews games, and it said, it was from 343. They said, "Oh yeah, congratulations, we'll give you a copy of Halo 4 early." And they're like, all we ask is that you don't sell it before November 4th. We'd prefer you not sell it at all. You get the game on the conditions that you don't do that, and if you give the game 9.5 or above, or equivalent on your scale. So basically they said you can have a game to review as long as you give it a 9.5 or above. And that doesn't seem like something Bungie would do.
Yeah. I wonder if maybe Microsoft was like, hey.
It does seem like that. It seems like, because, Bungie said, like, we don't want to work on Halo anymore. We want to do something new. And so they're like, all right, that's fine. And a bunch of people from Bungie, some people, formed 343. And it seems like they kind of have the Microsoft,
like
the
ideology,
the soulless.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Kind of like you could see a 343 having the same mindset as like a company like EA or something.
Gotcha.
Whereas Bungie was a lot more.
Is 343 owned by Microsoft?
I believe it is.
Right.
Yeah. And that was the thing with Bungie is like Halo. Even though Bungie created it, it was a Microsoft property. So, although Bungie did say on Twitter, like the night Halo 4 came out or something, that, people were saying, "Oh, I would never cheat on you, Bungie," or something like that. And Bungie said, "You're not cheating on Bungie as long as you're with the chief."
It's like a bro thing to say.
And they said something like, you can bet we'll be playing Halo 4 when it comes out as well.
I bet they would. I could see them all playing that just to see how they did.
What's really funny is it's become a running joke that anytime anything good or bad happens with the game, we talk about blaming Bungie for it. So, like, when we're having the server issues, everyone's like, "Yeah, you better send an email to Bungie."
I wonder if they got a bunch of them like, hey.
I bet they did, and it's pretty funny. And then, like, at the end of the campaign, we're like, "Oh, that's pretty good. We should send Bungie a card or something."
343 is like, hey, come on.
But, yeah, my impressions on Halo 4 are a thumbs up.
Oh, good.
It's good. It's fun. It's a little different.
Is it a blockbuster game? Not like renting, but like they call Hollywood blockbusters.
Yeah.
Is it a blockbuster
It
game?
is. It's
All right.
still the juggernaut it was always
All right.
intended to be.
There you go. That's what I was looking for.
Even though it's a little bit different, some of the game types are different. I really don't like the fact that they took away assault. But I do like oddball, which is the fact that you can now throw the ball.
That's cool.
Makes it a whole lot more fun.
Yeah, I saw a little 3-minute clip about it. I was like, oh, that's nifty.
Oh yeah, as you're running and you're getting shot, you can see a teammate down a hallway. You're like, it's yours now, man. You throw it to him. Infinity Slayer's fun. Getting the ordnance drops so you can get your power weapons.
Our energy swords back.
Energy swords are
They're
back.
still pretty badass.
Yeah. They're not as widespread as they were.
No, fucking.
A problem that Infinity Slayer kind of has, and I know a lot of people are going to be saying well, then don't suck. But if you give the team an advantage, if they start kicking ass, it's really hard to come back because then they're going to get a bunch of ordinances, and then they all have power weapons.
I have that exact feeling with Battlefield 3. If you are on one team, it's sometimes there's maps where one team starts out, it's literally, if you start off on the higher ground, you control the map the whole fucking game. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, there was one game I was playing on Ragnarok where it seemed like 3 people had snipers on the other team, and you would just walk out. It was just, oh my god. It was very frustrating, and it makes it really hard to come back when you're getting dominated like that.
And that's the thing, if your team I've never had a close game in Battlefield 3. It's either one team gets destroyed or vice versa.
Dominion's pretty fun too, where basically there's 3 bases on the map. You have to take them and then fortify them.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. And if you take all 3, then the enemies get marked with kill above their head, and then they get overshields. Oh. So if you take all 3 bases and then kill the other team, you can end the game quickly if you were to do that. But they're really hard to kill, so they can take a base back, and when they do, the game kind of reverts back to point scoring and stuff.
I like games where you have to defend a base. That is so
I
fun.
do too, and I always usually play more defense than offense.
Yeah, I love being defense. I love being defense. Fortifying, sitting back there getting shit ready, setting traps.
And that's when I kind of end up using Promethean Vision a lot, is I'll see someone on my radar, I'll use Promethean Vision, see where he is, and I start throwing nades and shoot. It's pretty fun.
All right, we should...
Yeah.
We had a lot of intro.
Yeah, that was a pretty big intro.
But yeah,
I just... 17 minutes of intro. That's not bad.
I'm glad Halo turned out to be good.
It's good. I still think I might get Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
So.
I buy Call of Duties now annually for the fact that if I want to play online,
you gotta play
there's
that.
always somebody playing the newest Call of Duty. That's why I get it.
Yeah, I had so much fun with Black Ops 1. I'm not really that kind of guy that's... I'm more of a Halo guy, but I like them both.
Yeah.
So I can't...
I enjoyed... one of my top 10 games of this day was the first Modern Warfare. That game set so many standards for first-person shooters.
That was actually... Modern Warfare was the game that actually got me into other shooters. Because I just didn't really like the whole World War II kind of shooters.
Yeah, it was getting bland.
And then Modern Warfare... Because I always thought... The way I always looked at it was... I guess I take that back. Battlefield 2 was kind of what got me into that. The modern shooter kind of thing. But I looked at it like Medal of Honor and Call of Duty... And what's another one? Even Rainbow Six to me.
Oh, Brothers in Arms.
Brothers in Arms. They almost seem like the same game, like interchangeable. And then when Modern Warfare came out, I was like, oh man, this game's pretty fun.
Yeah.
And then
that game set the bar.
It did set the bar, and it was a whole lot of fun.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Gaming news. Let's do it.
These guys don't stand a chance.
Grab your controller and brush up on your gaming lingo. You're gonna need it. This is gaming news on 3-Hit Combo.
We need 2-hit combo.
And shut up.
Remember, wasn't 2-Hit Combo really boring? Skylar said.
Oh yeah, there was a podcast called 2-Hit. It's probably this. Oh my god, time loop.
Oh shit!
It was us.
It's us from the future.
Oh shit. Andy, do you have 2 human?
No.
No, maybe you should, because it's going to become a
this
collector's item. I did. This is from the Andy News Analysis League, also known as Anal. Silicon Knights is not having a good run as of late. This is from GiantBomb.com.
They haven't had a good run in general.
Yeah. First, there was the unceremonious dumping of X-Men Destiny by retail publisher Activision, who it turns out had a number of good reasons to pretend the game never happened. Then the Canadian developer lost its lawsuit against engine maker Epic Games, which it had sued over supposed breaches of contract in licensing the company's Unreal Engine 3. Not only did they lose the suit, but they lost the countersuit filed by Epic, which awarded them $4.45 million in damages, as well as Epic's legal costs. Now, if you can believe it, things got worse.
Dude, this gets so bad.
Silicon Knights has been ordered by a North Carolina district judge to destroy all unsold materials featuring any aspect of the Unreal Engine 3. This includes unsold copies of X-Men Destiny and 2 Human.
That is so harsh and so extreme, but that's insane.
That's really extreme. And they make a joke here like, oh yeah, those 2 Human copies may become collector's editions. I think they might become collector's editions.
Yeah.
Just because 2 Human has so much...
It had
like a lore about it.
Yeah. Like I remember the game before it came out. That's when the Epic lawsuit happened, and then 2 Human. I didn't know about it till the lawsuit happened, and then I finally started looking into it. And I was like, this looks like a neat game. But then I remember it didn't get very good reviews.
No, it got bad reviews, and it was talked about as it was going to be amazing, and it took a really long time for it to come out, and then it was just like, this is what you got?
Didn't Silicon Knights do one of the Jedi games?
I don't know.
Jedi Academy games?
I don't know.
I'll look it up while we're talking.
You can look that up, but it's getting very bad for Silicon Knights.
They'll probably shut down.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. It's also getting bad for THQ.
Really?
Yeah, THQ, what? First of all, they posted that their stocks had dropped 50%. They were able to keep their stock price just over $1.
Oh.
THQ has also received a notice from lender Wells Fargo of a default on their $50 million revolving line of credit.
Oh.
$21 million of that has been drawn according to the second quarter results released earlier that week, which sent the publisher's stock into a tailspin. It's not looking good for THQ.
THQ has not had any big games.
They have the Saints Row franchise.
Oh, that is THQ.
Yeah.
That game was big.
This from Rip10.com. They mentioned that there's they say a competitor. It's unlikely that a competitor will purchase any of the franchises that have been the foundations of THQ's survival. Well, first of all, I don't see any reason someone wouldn't want to pick up Saints Row.
Yeah, that is... Saints Row 3 was fun. Yeah. I enjoyed it.
So I don't see why that would be. Second of all, they make all the WWE games.
Didn't they just sell that license off, or did the license expire or something? I thought I saw something like they lost it, or...
I don't know, but basically, I was going to say, WWE's not going to let that game just die. So
yeah.
Someone's
Activision will get it.
Yeah. And they were also working on South Park, The Stick of Truth. The new South Park.
That was THQ? Oh, no.
Yeah, so
what's Obsidian going to do?
I don't know what's going to happen to that.
That game looked pretty good.
It
looked like you were playing the actual TV show.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, poop. I'm not liking this.
Yeah.
Let's buy stock.
Yeah, quick. Yeah, buy stock.
3 Hit Combo now owns 3HQ. Or THQ.
3HQ.
Yeah. Oh,
we'll
my God.
it.
Skylar. Get discharged.
Wombo. Get discharged.
Dude.
What's up?
THC 3-hit combo.
Oh my God. Now we need to move to Colorado or Washington.
All right.
Yeah, because it's legalized there.
I get what you're saying, but
yeah,
THC.
I know you're THC.
Oh wait, it's THQ. God damn it, I'm retarded. That's why you said Quambo. Anyways, onward.
I was saying it as like, I thought you were coming up with another acronym for us.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to, but for some odd reason, my brain was like, yeah, they're called THC. No, never mind.
But we can.
Yeah.
We can be called THC.
That is true. Potheads. Like us.
Rejoice. All right, Andy, we got a ton of details about Grand Theft Auto 5.
My body is ready.
Oh, my God. I love that's coming out in spring.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Love
good
that
time.
so much. Yeah, good time, because there probably won't be anything else.
That is all I will play.
Yeah. The game will feature 3 main protagonists, Michael, Trevor, and Franklin. Each will have their own plot arc, and each player will be able to you'll be able to swap between players using a Google Earth style vantage point.
Ooh.
Each character will function in the world whether you're in control or not. They all sound like white guys too. Michael, Trevor, and Franklin.
This is a first for Grand Theft Auto, multiple characters.
Yeah, and
But
that'll be pretty cool.
The thing that I always love about Grand Theft Auto is their writing is fantastic. So I don't have any doubt that they won't have a problem switching between the three.
No, I don't doubt it either. I like how they have they stray away from what a lot of games do and always try and have like an everyman.
Yeah.
So they don't really have much of a personality. Whereas Grand Theft Auto 5, there's
Full
personality and everything, even the character you play.
Yeah. So I have no fear that they're going to be able to pull this off.
Yeah, it would be pretty good. Most of GTA 5's gameplay mechanics have been built from the ground up, so they're not carrying anything over. They rebuilt everything. There will be more vehicles than in previous GTA 5 GTA games, including BMX, mountain bikes, road bikes, dirt bikes, trucks, helicopters, planes, ATVs, and jet skis.
I'm excited for planes in like a next-gen Grand Theft Auto. That'll be cool.
Yeah, that'll be pretty cool.
Because planes in San Andreas were fun.
I never played San Andreas, but
Vice City is still my favorite.
I played a little bit of Vice City.
Out of the previous generations of 3, Vice City and San Andreas, Vice City was my favorite.
Yeah, I played. I never played 1 or 2, and I never played San Andreas, but I played the shit out of 3.
3. That set the bar for that kind of game.
Yeah,
but I mean, every Grand Theft Auto actually does set the bar for open world games.
Mm-hmm.
And Rockstar in general, their games set bars.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. They also mentioned that missions can involve switching between the 3 protagonists.
That'll be neat.
Yeah, so you're actually doing one mission, but switching between 3 people.
That'll be cool. That'll be neat.
In-game entertainment such as cartoons and other media will return. There are no romances planned at this stage, so...
It's kind of lame. I kind of liked the dating. I mean, it wasn't a big part of the game, but it was neat that you could do it.
But I always liked that, even in 3, it wasn't very big, but, God, what was her name? Maria?
I think it was Maria.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't very big.
The Jersey Shore chick.
Yeah. It wasn't like it was a very big part of the game, unlike in 4, where it was
4,
a big part of the game.
In 3, it kind of, or not 3, San Andreas, there was a lot of dating and, like, perks and stuff that you got from it.
Yeah. There will be cameos from previous GTA titles.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I just hope they bring back Chatterbox Radio with Laszlo.
Laszlo's been in almost all of them, though.
He was a dick in 4, though.
Yeah, he really was a dick. He was like the Spicoli.
Yeah.
And if you guys don't know, Spicoli's the radio host on 89.7 The River, and he's a douche.
He was just like, fuck, he went on the road and, like, burned the hot dog man's face.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. It was a lot more funny when he had, like, a studio show and people were coming on. And like in 3, where you had, like, the guy, what was he, the vegan karate master or something that couldn't break the table.
They had, like, 80s Laszlo in Vice City, and he was good in that.
Yeah.
You're right, now that I remember. I'd come in, and I'm like, he's just not as funny anymore.
No, he wasn't very funny in 4.
But I think it's cool that they keep using that character, though.
I do, too. So I really hope they bring him back in 5, and I really hope they give, like, hours worth of content on that radio station. Cool. They had, like, a couple hours worth of content on GTA 3 with Laszlo.
Man, this game's going to be huge.
And they do say that it will feature the biggest map they've ever created, which I guess is not really a surprise because they do that with every GTA title. But really cool.
I wonder how many. I wonder if one DVD will hold it. I mean,
I don't know.
I said that with GTA 4 though. I was like, man, that game's huge. Will it fit? But I mean, I don't know. The game looks graphically phenomenal.
Speaking of multiple discs, you know how Halo 4 came on 2 discs we talked about?
Yeah.
And the second disc first of all, it's just the multiplayer.
Right.
But when you put the disc in, it pretty much forces you to install it.
Oh.
So you install disc 2, and then you never need disc 2 again.
Oh, so disc 1 acts as the... hey!
They call disc 1 the play disc.
Hey, that's not bad.
It's like 8 gigabytes multiplayer.
Maybe they'll do that with GTA. That'd be a neat thing for them.
That would be pretty cool. They also say multiplayer they'll reveal stuff about multiplayer in the coming months.
It felt, at least the PS3 multiplayer was pretty laggy. I don't know about the Xbox, but it felt like, all right, let me rephrase that. The game types, when you played the game modes, those were fine. It was the free roam multiplayer that was really bad.
We didn't really have that on Xbox that I can remember. Free roam I thought was a lot of fun. It seemed like some of the game types they just kind of adapted to fit. And
so maybe they
need to expand it a little more too. There was like Bomb the Base, where we would play against people that weren't even very like few levels above us, but there was only a couple scenarios for Bomb the Base, and so like instantly when the thing started, they were gone, going to the objective, and like we're just saying, what the fuck's going on?
Gotcha. All right, maybe they'll add some more work to it.
So yeah, a little bit more depth on multiplayer would be nice. Amazon has begun shipping out Wii U game pre-orders. So,
I saw a picture of I think it was Black Ops. Actually,
yeah, that's the one I actually have here is Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
That's cool. Doesn't the Wii come out?
It comes out next week.
Oh yeah, so yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Ooh, I'm helping Leaper move. Maybe my payment should be I get to play his Wii U.
Do it.
Yeah.
Then you can give a review.
Yeah. Ooh.
First-hand review.
Shit. Probably won't have any games for it.
I got Anaconda.
He would have Anaconda. That fucker keeps wanting to go to the Amazon rainforest and capture anacondas. He's been talking about it for years. He's never going to do it.
What if he does one day?
He's not going to do it.
Fucking does.
He's not going to do it.
All right. Well, that's cool. That would suck to be the person though that you're so excited for it and you get the game and you're like, fuck, a week.
The Xbox 360 now has more USB storage space.
I saw that. It was a quiet update too.
It was a quiet update, but now your USB storage limit is boosted from 16 gigs to 32 gigs.
That's cool. That's nice.
I missed the message that it was up to 16 gigs. I still thought it was 8.
Is that like flash drives you can have plugged into it?
Yeah.
Now, does it still have to be Xbox flash drives, or can it be any now?
It can be any.
Okay, because I remember there was a hoopla a couple years back where like only Xbox ones
Yeah, for the
could work.
longest time they would sell their own storage. Like
Yeah.
you could only have Xbox memory cards and Xbox hard drives. But if you have a 32 gig flash drive, you can
So-
put that in now.
Could you potentially install Halo on that flash drive?
Yeah, you could install Halo. on
So
the flash
you
drive.
can use your USB stick, say, as a hard drive for your Xbox?
Yeah.
It's not half bad.
Yeah, and a lot of people think they may have made this update because of Halo 4 having the 8 gigabyte multiplayer. A lot of people still play with memory cards and have maybe first generation Xboxes. Like I know Tyler has a 20 gig
That's what I had.
hard drive. Yeah, and so you're installing 8 gigabytes of multiplayer on a hard drive you've had for years. It's like,
I filled up my 120 gig PS3.
yeah, well, not all of us can be the 250 gig master race like I am.
Like I filled it up and I'm like, fuck. I'm almost considering putting a new hard drive in my PS3. But oh well.
Oh shit! I just closed a tab. Hopefully it wasn't a good story because I have no idea what the fuck that
No.
tab was.
Audible.
343 Industries. Oh shit! This is an update. We'll have to put up with sexism on Xbox Live apparently.
Really?
This is an update to the story we did last week where they said they weren't going to put up with it, and if they have instances of it,
Oh,
that
yeah.
they're going to ban people, console ban people. An Xbox spokesperson said, while Xbox Live indeed does not condone of harassment of any kind, account and console bans are issued based on a robust complaint and evidence-based system. There is no difference in the Xbox Live terms of use and the code of conduct for Halo 4, basically saying that if someone's if people are displaying sexism on Xbox Live, it's not just going to be a knee-jerk reaction ban. There needs to be complaints and evidence and stuff like that, and it doesn't really take precedent over things like harassment and racism and stuff like that.
Got it. Sorry, I noticed the time, so I have to text my boss.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Really quick though, if we want to end gaming, that's fine with you.
I'm on my last story right now.
Okay, because I have a quick little one, but
Okay.
it could be at the end. It's a quick
Okay.
little.
New Skyrim content could finally be coming to PS3.
Yeah, I saw the Twitter update. I followed Bethesda,
Yeah, they said new Skyrim content for PS3 and PC.
which you know what the big reason is? I found out it's the RAM in the PS3, the low amount of RAM.
yeah,
that's what it
you
is.
mentioned that last
Yeah.
week. Yeah,
And that's what it actually is.
That's
Is the
what it
low
is,
amount.
low amount of RAM.
So Sony, next gen, put like 16 fucking gigs. I'll pay 600 for 16 gigs.
You're gonna pay 600 again?
Yes, I would.
You're gonna do that?
I
again?
would if their technical shit got together, because the cell processor was cool, but it fucked this generation on games, man. It took people forever to figure out how to use the cell.
Yeah.
And I think like 3 developers with Sony have maybe figured it out. Like Naughty Dog, Kojima, the Metal Gear dude, he like figured that out instantly.
Yeah.
And then the God of War guys.
So all of PS3's games?
Yeah. And then I saw today yesterday or today that Gabe Newell announced that they are working on a next gen engine.
Ooh.
So yeah. The internet calls it the Source 2, but who knows what it'll be called, but
They haven't announced Half-Life 3 yet, have they?
but maybe Half-Life 3 on the new engine. That'd be cool.
Maybe Half-Life 3 now. Maybe Half-Life 3 tomorrow.
I could hope. But Half-Life, if my computer can't run, we'll call it Source 2 for the time being, then that will be something that I will instantly go out and buy a computer that can run Source 2.
Yeah. That'd be pretty sweet.
Valve. All right.
Why
do you do this?
Was that what you had for gaming?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was my little tidbit.
And the very final thing in gaming, Dawn Guard's still not on PS3.
Not
But maybe it's coming.
one of these days, Dawn Guard on PS. Oh!
All right, Andy, let's go into technology news.
All right.
Good news, everyone. We're online.
Plug in, power up, and listen in. Whoa. This is technology news.
Apple is going to have to pay all of Samsung's legal fees because it didn't apologize well enough.
Good. That's
This
what
thing-
they
this thing
fucking
will
get
not
it.
Fucking die.
I know, but I think Apple deserves that fine because that was like the kid in the schoolyard that you're like apologize. It's like sorry.
Yeah.
You're like what?
Damn. I haven't coughed all day. Okay, water. Keep me from coughing. The Court of Appeal of England and Wales has ordered Apple to pay Samsung's legal fees on an indemnity basis. I'm not familiar with the word.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh.
We aren't educated.
Email us at 3-Hit Combo.
Yeah. Email us 3hitcombopodcast@gmail.com. And I want synonyms for it too. Saying Apple's initial apology was false and misleading by virtue of referring to other cases outside the UK which Apple had won, to spin the whole thing in a sort of positive way. Typically, losers already have to pay for the court costs of the winner in the UK, but this ruling takes that effect to the fullest extent of the law, basically extending to cover every nickel and dime Samsung spent on the case.
You know what? I have an iPhone. I'm gonna go with, hey Apple, you brought that upon yourself.
Yeah. Apple is ending a feud, though, with another company.
Google.
Apple and HTC.
Oh man, that's been going on for a while.
Apple and HTC end patent dispute and agree to play nice for a decade.
Oh, well, hey, good for them.
HTC said, quote, HTC is pleased to resolve the dispute with Apple so HTC can focus on innovation instead of litigation.
Dude, I remember HTC kind of when Android first came out, HTC they were like the top if you wanted the best phone. Now it's Samsung, really.
Samsung, yeah.
Motorola, they stay up there.
Motorola's up there. HTC, they're still around.
Yeah, they're around, but they're not what they used to like 2 years ago. I remember.
I remember when I was getting a Droid, it was basically between HTC and Motorola.
Yeah.
And I ended up choosing Motorola.
Now it's Samsung and Motorola, really. LG's got some neat ones, but it's here and far.
I've got an update soon for my phone, so I think I'm going to go with Samsung.
All right.
I think I'm going with the Nexus.
Oh, the Nexus.
Right, that's Samsung. Right?
Yeah, the Nexus 3.
Yeah.
Or no, the Nexus is Google. Are you thinking the Galaxy?
Galaxy.
Yes,
Yeah.
my buddy's brother has a Galaxy 3, and it's a nice phone.
Yeah, so I need to do, obviously, because I don't know the name of it, I need to do more research, but from what I've seen briefly, it looks good, so.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. You might literally be allergic to BlackBerry phones, Andy.
Yes.
This doesn't help BlackBerry because they're already losing market share like crazy.
All right, what's making people allergic?
Nickel. Apparently some people are allergic to nickel.
Oh, yeah, that's why they make hyperallergenic like earrings and stuff, because people...
17% of women and 3% of men have an allergic reaction to nickel. And a whopping 91% of BlackBerry phones have high nickel content.
And what was the percent for women?
17%.
Dude, and if you consider the whole world, that's actually a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
Holy shit.
And then I was thinking, like...
Poor BlackBerry.
I was thinking, like, wouldn't they have known this or something? Like, I mean, how come nickels aren't causing problems in people that are... You know, first of all, nickels have very little nickel.
Yeah.
Second of all, I was like, think of how long you have a phone in your hand, How many times are you just holding on to nickels?
Yeah, just all day like, ah.
Yeah, like I rarely have cash on me, but even when I do, I'll hold on to a nickel for a moment, or like if I'm at work, give someone some nickels or something. But
it's under like 10 seconds.
Yeah, I don't
max.
like hold on to nickels and like put them against my face like I would a phone. So.
Poor BlackBerry. They're trying to. They're just like, hey.
Blackberries have been approved for use by the U.S. government, though.
Yeah, because I think Obama has.
He does, and they pass like security measures and stuff like that. So, I mean, the White House administration's outfitted with Blackberries. So,
because I remember when he first got elected, he didn't want to give up his iPhone, but then they're like, BlackBerry.
Hey, here's your BlackBerry. So,
well,
interesting.
Good for them, I guess. They're government run.
I don't know why this is in technology news, but I found it on Gizmodo, so we'll talk about it here. I guess you could say on Black Friday, you can find all your technology deals, and we'll give you the scoop on when places are opening.
Gizmodo?
Yeah, Gizmodo.
Oh,
I found this on Gizmodo.
Oh, okay. I'm like, we're doing some Black Friday. I didn't know that.
No. I found this on Gizmodo. It's basically a list of stores and when they open.
I work 11 to 7 on Black Friday. Not too happy.
I'm not going to work at all on Black Friday.
Are you guys closed?
No, we're not closed, but I'm not working.
Oh, yeah, you make the schedule. You're shit.
Walmart will open at 8 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day. Same with Sears and Toys R Us.
Let's take a bet. How many people on
Will get
national...
trampled?
Yeah, how many people do you think will die this year?
Ooh, I would say it's usually a pretty low number.
Yeah,
but
I was going to say maybe like 7.
Yeah, it usually gets a lot of press, though, because it's stupid.
Yeah.
You're trampling on another human being. Stop for a second.
For like $20 off of fucking... Merca.
I'll go lower than that. I'll say 6.
All right.
Just lower than
See,
you.
originally I was going to say 3, but I was like, I think I remember like 5 last year.
I'm like that bastard on The Price is Right.
Yeah. Like,
$1.
people... Oh.
Target is opening at 9 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day. Best Buy, Macy's, and Kohl's will all open at midnight on Black Friday, and Staples will open at 5 a.m. on Black Friday. And
Who the fuck goes to Staples?
they note here that this actually looks halfway sensible.
What? Staples?
Opening at 5 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of midnight.
We're opening at 4.
Oh, boy. We're opening same time. Black Friday's usually dead. I work last Black Friday, and it's dead.
Dude, Black Friday... I've worked some... Actually, this is the first Black Friday I've actually worked at Panera. For some god reason, Jerome always gave me them off.
I always had it off because when I actually worked at Panera, my grandparents would stay in town past during the winter. Now they go to Arizona and shit like that. But it used to be a thing that our family would always go over there the day after Thanksgiving. We'd spend Thanksgiving with my mom's family and then spend the day after with my dad's family. And I always got shit for it. Like... Matt, you're taking off the day after Thanksgiving, huh? One of the busiest days of the year. It's like, dude, I'm actually doing something. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh.
All right. Andy.
I like Cyber Mondays. That's what I look for.
Pretty cool, too.
All right.
That will do it for technology news.
Oh, my God.
All right, let's go into news.
All right.
Time for the main event.
Let's get it on!
It's time for the 3-Hit Combo Newscast.
Let's go for the gold, Johnny!
All right, Andy, I know you got a jet soon, so we'll make this quick.
Thank you. I'm sorry, everybody. Our 17-minute intro didn't.
Yeah, the 17-minute intro didn't help. I honestly didn't think it was 17 minutes.
Yeah, we were just shooting the shit.
I was thinking like 10 minutes, kind of a long intro, but we didn't really talk about anything else besides Halo 4. Then, 17
This episode should just be called The Intro.
The intro. We're only at 43 minutes right now, so it's actually, this episode will probably end up about the same, if not a little bit shorter than most.
All
but
right.
Anyway, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the election.
Yeah.
Regardless of what side you're on politically,
Yeah.
I always subscribe to the fact that whoever's the president, you got to at least hope for the best. And
Yeah. Like, I mean, like, if Obama won, woo, if Romney would have won, I've been like, we can't change it. So
it's not like we can
accept
change
it.
but,
Like, that's how I feel. Like, whoever wins, like you said, I hope the best comes out.
Yeah, I hope the best, because if they do well, we do well. You
Yeah.
know, the country does well. I might be feeling a little bit better because my guy quotes won, but
You know what I think kind of overshadowed the presidential election was the marijuana.
That's kind of what I'm getting into right now. Washington and Colorado have become the first states to legalize the recreational use of marijuana.
Which that's That's a big step.
That is a big step. And I noticed there was a lot of things that was really impressive on Election Day. Not only this, but then Maine, Massachusetts, and Washington all voted to legalize gay marriage.
Yeah.
And that's the first time that states have actually voted on it. Before it was, a judge said, it's cool and stuff like that. But they actually, the people, the masses voted and said, hey, it's cool.
Most of them got it, didn't it?
Yeah, all those 3 states all
right, cool.
all got it. And then Minnesota voted against a resolution to ban it.
Oh, cool. Minnesota, I guess, is a superly progressive state.
It is pretty progressive.
Yeah.
I'm surprised how progressive Iowa is.
Yeah, Iowa. People say that. I'm like, oh yeah, they are pretty progressive.
Yeah, I wish a little bit of that would rub off on Nebraska.
Yeah, dude, we're super conservative here.
Yeah.
Oh well. You know what? I gotta interject really quick.
Yeah.
I remember when Nebraska a couple of years ago was voting to get gambling in Nebraska.
I thought that was going to pass.
Yeah, I thought too. And then when they showed all the people that were against it, it's all fucking old people. It's all the people that go to the casinos to gamble.
Yeah. No, it's seriously like, it's fucking ridiculous. First of all, people voted against it that go to the casinos in fucking Council Bluffs. Second of all, our fucking state apparently has some big ego issue where there was like an issue about trying to get money from Iowa because most of the people that go to the casinos are from Nebraska. Like, oh, you guys should be paying us because
I kind of remember
yeah,
that.
because our citizens are going across the border to your place. And Iowa, rightfully so, was like, fuck you guys. Like,
yeah, I would do the same. If someone was like, I was like, dude, we got the, like, it's like if Iowa were like, well, everybody's going to Henry Dorley. Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone from our state's going to your fucking zoo.
Yeah.
Where, it's kind of hard to tell someone like, oh, well, build a fucking sweet zoo,
Yeah.
Because
that's a lot of money.
Because it's a lot of money, but at the same time, we can build casinos and
it would be a great revenue.
It would be great revenue, and people are like, no gambling in Nebraska. It's like,
Yeah.
really? How fucking
Yeah.
how fucking virtuous is that? Gambling? Oh God.
Ooh, smoking kills you more than gambling.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. They were like, gambling ruins lives. It's like, smoking ruins lives.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that ruin lives. It's like, fuck.
Anyways.
But the marijuana thing is pretty interesting. I know Colorado, basically, Colorado's more of a, you can buy it, you can grow up to 6 plants, I believe.
Yeah.
And it has to be less than an ounce.
Colorado did it fast, too. Because I remember it was like 5 years ago that they first did the marijuana, and now it's legal. That's fast.
Washington, on the other hand, is actually opening up like state-run dispensaries.
Ooh.
That they're going to tax.
I always thought, I'll just do it really quick, opinion out of the way. If they were to treat marijuana like alcohol, like they do with alcohol, and treat it exactly like 21, all that jazz, I think it'd be okay.
And that's basically what they're doing.
Yeah.
You have to be 21 or older to get it. You can't smoke it out in public, but you can't drink in public.
Yeah.
Technically.
Smoke and drive, I'm totally against that.
You can't smoke and drive. And I know in Washington's case, they said they were establishing a blood level system for impaired driving.
Good.
So if you're over a certain amount,
that's really weird that California didn't have a vote like that, because they're really.
They are, but California can be weirdly conservative at times.
It is
too.
true.
Like the fact that they had gay marriage and then the voters actually took it away.
Yeah.
It's just weird like that.
But yeah, that's one step forward, I guess.
So it's one step forward. Of course, Colorado's governor had to be snide and be like, "Oh, don't bring out the Cheetos and Doritos just yet." But even then, they said it could take up to a year for this fully to take effect.
Yeah, Colorado's doesn't go into effect till August, and Washington, I think, is a whole another year.
Yeah, it's like a whole year. And it's still illegal by federal law.
Yeah.
So they don't know exactly how that's going to work
That'll
out.
be a big thing when it hits federal.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. I'd say within the next 10 years.
I think I think what they're going to do is maybe, gosh, I don't know, states are going to keep legalizing it.
Yeah.
I don't know what federal's going to do quite yet, because for some reason there's still this connotation that if you want to legalize marijuana, you're soft on crime.
Yeah. No, you.
Yeah.
All right, I guess a good point would be in Mexico, all the drugs are illegal. You have all the bad drug kings and all that shit.
Yeah, and that's the day after this happened. I was listening to Todd and Tyler, and they said something like, "Oh, well, the cartels are really pissed off about this." It's like, isn't that a good thing?
Yeah.
Like if the cartels don't like it, shouldn't we like it?
Yeah, like that. If you legalize it, that means there's no more shady deals, all that crime revolving around that.
Yeah.
No more.
And then a lot of people expect like, oh, well, if you legalize marijuana, look, next thing you know, you're gonna legalize heroin.
No.
It's like, no.
Like, we can do dumb things, but no one's going to be like, yeah, PCP?
Yeah.
Legalize it.
Yeah. And
No one's.
Yeah, it's stupid. And the thing is, I was actually thinking of this today. It's like, when you compare marijuana to alcohol, it's like, think of an alcoholic, and what are some of the things you would use to describe an alcoholic?
Like
angry,
yeah, angry.
violent.
Like, a lot of abuse things come from alcohol.
Yeah. Okay, now think of a pothead.
They like to
Yeah,
watch
think of
Cartoon
what you
Network.
explained. Yeah, they like to watch Cartoon Network and find things really funny that maybe aren't that funny.
I mean, I understand, though, like, the slowing the reflexes will make smoking and driving illegal.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Yeah,
that solves your problem.
and that's, like I said, that's,
Yeah, the blood alcohol
that's what they
level,
plan on
yeah.
doing. Is
So it's plus alcohol, like, it kind of kills your liver after a while.
it does.
But anyways, onward.
So very interesting, pretty progressive, pretty cool. We'll skip that story. That wasn't very good. And I got to do this one.
All right.
A couple of rappers
Yes.
recorded a song, Larry Hoover, at Copycats in Maryland. And when they were done, they then robbed the studio.
That's something you'd see in a fucking comedy.
It is something you'd see in a comedy. Maryland cops are searching for a pair of wannabe rappers who robbed a recording studio just minutes after they finished laying down a track there. According to NBC Washington, about 1 a.m. on Thursday, the unidentified thieves recorded a song called Larry Hoover, apparently dedicated to famous Chicago gangster King Larry. After they finished, they left for a few minutes and came back with guns. They demanded everyone sit down and started taking valuables.
That's good. That's fantastic.
I wish they said audio below, but it's a news report with the audio kind of playing in the background. It's not.
Damn.
The song sucks, but you can't really hear it very well over the people talking. What do we got here? That's not that
We
good.
got some Florida at least.
No, we don't have any Florida, actually.
Oh, hey, they've been good this week.
Yeah, they were pretty good this week.
Good job, Florida.
Yeah. Good on you, except not fucking counting your votes on time. I don't know what the fuck Florida's problem is.
I forgot. Yeah, because yesterday, I think it might have been Friday or yesterday.
Yeah.
It showed up CNN on my phone. It was like Obama wins Florida. I was like, that was Tuesday.
Yeah. I really like how on the Daily Show they were like, hey, Florida, we didn't need to wait for your shit this time.
I saw someone who was like, hey, Florida, don't do a Florida.
Apparently meth helps fight the flu. Wish I would have known this last week.
That sounds like a bad mix.
A study conducted by researchers in Taiwan found that methamphetamine may possess flu-fighting properties.
Were they like giving little things, or were you doing like to get high meth?
What they were doing was exposing human lung cells in varying quantities meth, and then infected them with influenza virus. After 24 hours of infection, the control group of cells, which had not been treated with meth, contained the same concentrations of the virus as did the meth-treated cells. However, 30 hours after infection, the meth-treated cells possessed significantly lower concentrations of the virus than the control group, and after 48 hours, the difference was even more pronounced.
I don't know what I think about that, because
Well,
meth
let's
is
do meth.
meth is still addicting.
It's pretty
And
rough.
even if you were to use it for medical purposes, that's still kind of sketchy. I don't know.
You know, the funny thing is if we did practice this on my flu, it would be the second time I've taken a meth test. Do you remember the first time?
Yes, I do. It's it was
three-way
of
of
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
And one of our hard-hitting reports was that, what was it? It was
God.
Claritin.
Yeah, Claritin D and
Claritin D and
something else.
Something else made you test positive for meth.
Yeah.
And so I took Claritin D and the fuck was the other thing? It was like another over-the-counter thing.
I don't know.
I think. So I took...
I do know what you're talking about, though.
Maybe it was just Claritin D. I don't... Maybe that was it. But anyway, I had to get a meth test. And, turns out that they were full of shit because I did not test positive for meth.
Oh, you can make meth. You can make meth out of Claritin D. Maybe that's what it was, just Claritin D.
Yeah, I think that might have been just Claritin D. But anyways, Andy, we'll probably end the newscast on that. I had a couple of other things, but they weren't that.
All right.
They weren't great.
Thanks
things.
for abiding for me.
No, that's totally fine. Remember, guys, if you go to google.com, search 3A Combo Podcast in Google, it honestly basically lists all our social networks in order of
That's so
importance.
nice that we can say that now. Just be like, hey,
Yeah.
Google
Just
us.
Google us. But basically, yeah, go to Google, 3 Combo Podcast. It seriously comes out like it's like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube.
Is our Facebook the first one?
I think so.
Oh yeah,
It's
nice.
it's Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, GPX Gaming, our blog, our email, just shit like
Nice.
that.
Very nice.
It's pretty nice. So, guys, for Andy, this is Matt signing out.